Ciao a tutti, sto per fare qualcosa di particolare, cioè io sarò intervistatore per qualche minuto e la mia intervista oggi è con James Blunt, quindi avrò il piacere di conoscere personalmente in modo più approfondito James e di farlo conoscere anche a voi, sperando di riuscire nell'intento. Ciao! Hey James, how you doing?
Really well, great to see you.
So, welcome to Italy.
Grazie mille.
Prego. First, it's the first time that I'm an interviewer to a colleague,
Yeah.
a very special colleague. So it's a pleasure for me.
And at the same time, I expect you're probably quite qualified to be an interviewer because you've done so many interviews in the past.
This is special because we speak about our profession, our passion. This is and let's talk about music.
Totally. And in many ways, it's weird because I immediately feel safer with you rather than any journalist.
Great. I hope to be much better than a journalist.
Yes, exactly. We know where we're going to meet.
I prepared a few questions. The music for us is special. Is something special. It's a language. Is a way to communicate our feelings. You know. How do you write your music? I mean, you start from music and you compose the lyrics, or vice versa?
Well, I think you've hit the nail on the head that music is a language, absolutely. I mean, as a young man, I found it hard to express emotion.
Yeah.
You know, not that I wanted to. I didn't want to have that conversation with my friends, but I found that music was the language I could speak. For Italians, more than anyone, Italians, music really is their language. And then to getting those ideas, having learned instruments and writing those first feelings, ideas, thoughts and concepts into songs have come in different ways. And if I'm writing with other people, normally I think it's music first.
Okay.
But I would say that if I do the words first, it's going to be a better song. I always find that if I write the words first and I keep them like a little bit of poetry, then that will be a better song.
Because sometimes, I agree. But sometimes a big hit comes with lyrics and music go in the same time.
At the same time. And I suppose that means that they just obviously, you know, they fit perfectly immediately if they've come from in their inception and they've started, then I think, that's even better, as you say. And I find when I'm writing with people, I think often we play a few chords, we make a bit of a noise, and then we say, oh, that's a good tune, now let's put some words to it. And I suppose that's contriving, a song together, that's molding a song together. But I think you're right, if I find a true inspiration, then it's probably going to be a better song.
We are doors opened and the ideas had to come, you know. This
exactly.
I think this is a big truth.
Yeah, absolutely. And I suppose that's what I've done very much on the album that I'm going to put out now. I've worked with some amazing people, not only just the famous people who I've talked about, from Ed Sheeran and Ryan Tedder, who you'll know, but then the not famous people who for me are just as valuable in what they have given. But to walk into a room with someone and just say, look, I've got an idea or a feeling, I really need to say this today, is a really exciting moment, isn't it?
Absolutely.
When you say, today I need to write this song.
And you have a strange energy deep inside.
Yeah.
I can't sleep, for example. When I'm in a creative process, I can't sleep. I have to go to the studio and fix the idea.
Because if you forget it, then there would be a disaster.
And I forgot many ideas in my life.
Yeah. Well, I suppose that's now why we have our iPhone beside the bed.
It's not a phone. It's like
it's a tape
record.
recorder.
Yeah, your record player. Yeah. I've listened your new album. I think it's very interesting because what I've noticed. Tell me if I do mistakes. Your record is divided in two worlds: modern world and classical world.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Fantastic. And I noticed Love Me Better. This is the first single.
Yes.
Another songs that I like very much because it's well done produced is California.
Yeah, great.
great sound of guitars as the 80s.
Yeah.
Or Over. It's very good. This is, for me, these songs are in a modern world made of electronic grooves, you know, electronic sounds,
Yeah.
minimal arrangements.
Totally.
Okay. Why you decided to share in 2 words this record?
Well, I think I only found it afterwards when I had written over 100 songs, and then I recorded
Wow.
my favorite songs down, and then only in the last 2 weeks before I was putting them in the order,
Okay.
trying to work out which songs should come first. And I realized, hang on, I have 5 which sound
Wow.
really contemporary, and 5. And so I was thinking then on vinyl, maybe I should put
Yeah.
the electronic side on the A side of the vinyl, and the more classical sounding ones on the B sides. I didn't go with that in the end, and so it really was a coincidence. And I think it's because, I am a man who writes with a guitar and a piano, and
You play guitar.
yeah, the guitar and piano are my
Okay.
instruments.
Yep.
But then I've just really enjoyed on this writing process, traveling, and meeting someone in whichever venue, and spontaneously
Yeah.
writing songs. And that means that I haven't always had the guitar with me. It hasn't been written in a classic way. It's had a much more energy, I suppose, than how I've traditionally written. And so yeah, it just resulted in some songs which are much more contemporary.
Because the interesting fact is a record is like a book or like a diary.
Exactly.
Notes all your more strong impressions. you
Yeah,
know?
totally. Yeah, the things that affect you in life.
One of the songs that I love very much, and I tell you why, Don't Give Me Those Eyes.
Yeah, my favorite on the album.
Fantastic. Yeah. Listening the song, immediately when I heard the chorus and your voices, the Yes Band. You remember the Yes?
Yeah, of course.
Wow. John Anderson.
Yeah.
In a song called Love Will Find a Way from Big Generators album,
Yeah.
one of the best record of the band, progressive band. So wow, James, did you do? Fantastic.
Yeah, totally.
And the same impression of Phil Collins, about Phil Collins. I don't know, it's a mix of...
I totally agree, and I'm really glad you say so, because
Yeah.
for me, yeah, and the song itself is a really sad song. It's a desperate, it's like a tragedy, a Greek tragedy.
Okay.
And yeah, I really wanted the production to be really bold. And the boldest time I know in music is those
Yeah.
kind of late 70s, early
Yeah.
80s bands
Yes.
where they just layered all the vocals
Fantastic.
up. And so if you're saying something, painful and distraught, but say it loud.
No, it arrives because totally was very very strong, and I was impressed.
Cool, thank you so much. Well,
No,
I'm
it's
glad we
a
hit the
pleasure.
same song.
And another song, Make Me Better, and Time of Our Lives, for example. The best for me is Don't Give Me Those Eyes.
Yeah.
But the other two are in the classical mood.
Yeah, very much. And I suppose what I set out to do. It started really because my producer Tom
Yeah.
Rothrock.
Okay.
I was with him in the desert, 5 in the morning,
Wow.
at the Burning Man festival, and he said, hey James, it's been an amazing journey. 4 albums, they've gone really well. He said you could retire now. And I thought that's a really strange thing for my producer to be saying. Surely he wants some more work. And I thought about what he was saying, and I thought, okay, maybe what he's saying means that if I am to do anything new, a new album, I need to make it really confident, really special, really
Fantastic.
bold. And so that's why I really wanted to work with some amazing people on this album. Spend 2 years making it rather than
Wow.
one. Write over 100 songs, and not just write them just about where I am now, but all the experiences that we have as musicians to try and make something bold and different.
Over 100 songs. It's so
Yeah.
difficult to put the right way to decide what song.
Definitely, but the benefit of having quite so many songs is that it meant that of the pile, there are just many more that are, a good collection. Because also, I suppose, and you'll know this only too well nowadays, people don't listen to whole albums necessarily as an album.
No.
They have it on shuffle on their phone, and it will go from song to song to, Spotify. They'll just do one, so every single song needs to be really good now.
I know that you have a house in Spain,
Yes, I
in
do.
Ibiza.
Yeah.
It's very rock and roll. city.
It's a cool place, and I just joked, you know, when I was young that one day I'll be a musician and I'll live in Ibiza.
Yeah.
And then when I became a musician and it worked, I thought, okay, let's go to Ibiza.
But you don't live over there. You go for vacation.
No, that's my home. I live there, you know, full time.
Fantastic.
It's a really amazing place. It's a really free place, and you can be whoever you want to be in that kind of environment. And I suppose I like that diversity. You know, I was a soldier once, and now I'm a musician. And in London, they go, oh, that's such a strange mix. In Ibiza, that's, you know, and that's ordinary.
And you speak Spanish?
Un poquito. Solamente un
Oh,
poquito.
¿hablamos español un poquito o
Sí,
no?
en el restaurante habla perfecto.
Cuando
Y-
tienes hambre y necesitas algo, ¿no?
Sí.
Fantastic. When I tour in Spain, every year, I see that all the people are fantastic.
And I love the Spanish. They're really warm. They're a really warm race. But I'm sure you will have heard this before, but you must know, Italy is the most amazing audience in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, the Latino America and Spain and Italy, so that we are like
It's all
brothers.
connected.
You
Yeah,
know.
very much. And so I always say on our tours, you know, to my manager, okay, we need to work our way from Italy, Spain, and South America, and I don't really care about anything else.
I agree totally. And I know that you love motorbikes.
I do, absolutely. How about you?
Yeah, me too.
Cool.
I'm an Harley Davidson owner.
Oh, really? Great.
Yeah.
So I used a Harley in my video for my last album, a song called Bonfire Heart.
Yeah.
But I ride normally in a town, actually. So
What kind of model you have?
So I've got a thing called a CCM. It's a really small company in the UK, and the bike is for, you know, the oval dirt tracks, Speedway.
Okay.
It's where the bike is, you know, with the wheel going out sideways, and I use that in London because it's really good to get onto the
No,
curb.
it's so difficult in the city.
Yeah, to evade the police, they're perfect.
Yeah, but you can use on the hills.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and so yeah, it's a little bike, no passenger, and away I go.
And for example, when I'm riding my motorbike, I do in my head all my film, my personal film.
Right.
And sometimes I have ideas for the songs.
Totally.
It's the same for you.
I think there's a great freedom, isn't there, of being on two wheels, rather than being enclosed in the case of a car. And so yeah, I really enjoy motorbikes. I really enjoy flying planes as well because you have a sense of
I wrote
freedom.
a lot of songs in the plane.
Yeah. And yeah, there's just a freedom.
Yeah, we are so lucky because we love our profession.
Yes, very much.
This is a privilege. You did Jude in X Factor.
I did. I was an X Factor judge in Australia.
Okay.
And it's a really interesting experience because, you know, when I stand out as a musician, I made my mistakes in front of, you know, 5 or 10 people in a bar or a club in North London. And to do X Factor, you make your mistakes in front of the whole country.
Yeah.
Which I think is, you know, I wouldn't be brave enough to do.
What do you think about talent shows?
I think it's great TV. And I think as a judge, I was very lucky because you're looked after. But I think the contestants are very, very brave. And yeah, and I think it's a difficult business. It's a difficult business, and you know, so yeah, as I say, I don't think I'd be brave enough to be a contestant.
Okay. Yeah.
Have you done any of them yourself?
Yeah, I did a coach. I was a coach in a TV show called Amici. You
I
did
did it
this
yesterday.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've done it before. I didn't fully understand what was going on in the show.
No, because it's a big TV show, complete. They speak about dance, music. They mix all the stuff together.
And so the thing I couldn't understand then is how do you compare a singer to a dancer?
Yeah, it's a strange thing, but now in the jury they have a dancer.
Yeah.
They have an actor, they have an
Great.
Italian singer and they can think about the
comparisons.
Yeah, it's much better now.
So-
Much more complete now, the jury.
Yeah. So it was really interesting to come down, and because of course I'm doing promo for an album, and it was really nice to be in,
Yeah,
with an
it's
Italian audience,
funny, yeah.
to see them in Rome. As I say, Rome is a highlight of my tour always.
Wow.
And you get a little taste of the audience just from the Amici audience there, because I
Yeah.
went out and played.
So and they
I did a duet with two of the contestants.
Okay.
And it's it's a little taster of okay, we're back in
they
Rome.
received very well, as usual.
Better than anywhere else.
Speaking about Italy, TV shows, and the 12th of November, the 13th of November, and the 14th of November you will play in Italy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to come and play in Rome, Milan, and Florence.
So,
And-
3 shows. 1, 2, 3.
Which would be great.
Yeah, but you do a warm up.
I do a warm up
Before the
every day. I do 30 minutes. Do you do the same?
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, I have the same warm up that a woman gave me when I first started out as a professional in New York. And I can't remember how much I paid her for that tape, but it's the best money I've ever spent.
Yeah, with your the exercises.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every single day. I think it drives my band totally crazy.
Yeah, the same for me, but we can go to the stage relaxed and prepare to do 2 hours of show.
Yeah, and because as you know, our throat, our voice is a muscle, and it's just you have
Absolutely.
to exercise it in that way.
James, I hope you like the conversation.
I really enjoyed myself. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very
here.
much to be in Italy, and I hope to see you in concert in
Yeah,
Rome.
well, best of luck on your tour,
You too.
and I'll come and find you out there, and vice versa. You must come
Yeah,
and find me on mine.
yeah. Okay,
See you then.
bye.
Grazie mille.
Before you go, I have a present for you, a little present, because we are in the same family.
Here we are.
T-shirt of Warner Squad.
We are the Warner Squad.
Yeah, look.
I'm going to steal mine.
Oh, you have a
There you go.
Yeah, like in a soccer team. Warner Squad. James Blunt, guys.
Thank you so much.
So fill it up, fill it up.